Atlanta, before the sit-ins, I would say was as tightly segregated as Johannesburg, South Africa. The libraries were segregated, which means there were black libraries and white libraries. And Whitney, at this point, and I decided to get together and help work together on this. The first thing we did was to have students go down, and students, Spelman students mostly, go down to the Atlanta Public Library, the Carnegie Library, and ask for books. They would ask for books with carefully chosen titles like On Liberty by John Stuart Mill. And they would be politely told, well, you have to go to the colored library. At the same time, Whitney worked on getting a lawsuit against the Atlanta Public Library in the city of Atlanta. So all this was going on, the students going down, the lawsuit in process, and then the library board getting more and more anxious, but nothing happening. And then I'm sitting in the office, in Whitney's office one day. We're talking about what is our next move or what's going to happen, and he gets a phone call. And he answers the phone, and I see him smiling. And he hangs up, and he says, well, they've given in. So it was a great moment. So I joined the Selma March, and it was a 5-day march. I joined them on the evening of the 4th day. So that night was sort of, we lay in sleeping bags out on the field, which was a field of mud. And then we got up in the morning and went on the last 18 miles towards Montgomery. So I went to the airport, and there at the airport I run into Whitney Young. He's coming in for this celebration at Montgomery, and Whitney is, as always, impeccably dressed and very distinguished looking, and I'm very undistinguished looking. I just come out of lying in the mud and walking 18 miles in a rather disheveled so there are the two of us, and we decide, we're going to have a cup of coffee together. Well, this is Montgomery, Alabama, still segregated, but we sit down, and this young woman waitress comes over to us and, takes a look at the situation. And so I see this hesitation on her part, but then she stops and says to both of us, all right, what would you like? Well, that was interesting. And then I see on her shirt, she has a big button which says, "The Deep South says never." And this was a slogan that they had in the South. The Deep South says never. They are never going to desegregate. It's fascinating to me that here she is with this button, and here she is serving us. It was a, kind of, you might say, a dramatic signal of what was happening in the South and in the country. You can learn that this from Whitney, it's possible to have an important post and still move out from that and join whatever movement is going on for social justice. I think that's something that people can learn. We haven't yet come to the realization that in order to solve these problems, we have to make very fundamental changes. Fundamental changes in terms of ending militarism and war and creating the resources in this country, opening up the possibility of using the enormous wealth of this country to give everybody black and white health care and decent housing and jobs and whatever people need. So, we're still, I think, on the road to that.